Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know, just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're nearing the end of October-ish. And if you saw my more recent sort of mid-month channel update video that I did about a week and a half ago, you know that there were lots of fun shenanigans just happening in life and with the channel and whatnot. But first, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who watched that video and who expressed concern either in the comment section or in my DMs on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, in comments on my posts and all this kind of stuff. Like I said in that video, I know there's a lot of people who subscribe to the channel just for the sake of, you know, entertainment purposes. So they just come for the reactions and don't really care so much about the behind the scenes or, you know, life or, you know, the reactor. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But then I know that there are a number of you who genuinely have like a vested interest in me and other reactors that you subscribe to. So it really does mean a lot to me. It's just seeing some of the sweet, heartfelt comments that you guys put, some of the heartfelt messages you've sent, and it just, thank you. Thank you. It's always nice to feel like people care about you, and you're more than just entertainment. But, you know, I know that that is the case for some people, but there was an abundance, just an outpouring of love and support from you guys. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. But in regards to that video, if you didn't watch it and you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, you should probably go watch it just to keep yourselves informed. But basically, I was recapping you guys on some of the fun things that were happening with the channel and the potential that the channel could be deleted. Now, I know there were some people, I could always tell which comments were from people who actually watched the video and who just looked at the title of the video, because there are some people who are like, oh no, why are you closing down the channel? Oh, I can't believe you're closing down the channel, this, that, the other. And then there are other people who commented based off what I said in the video. So just to clarify, I am not closing down the channel. I have no desire to close down the channel. The video and the title was referencing the fact that I received 2 copyright strikes, one which I knew about and the other one which YouTube could not give me any information on, and it was just like terribly frustrating. And if you get 3 copyright strikes, then your channel gets deleted. So I was like, okay. I was just explaining the details of what was going on there, and the fact that there's the potential that the channel could get deleted, not by my own hands, but if some copyright holder somewhere decides that they want to do a strike versus just a regular claim, then boom, there goes the channel. As long as you know that doesn't happen before December or the end of November, then, you know, the strikes I have now will expire and I'll be in the clear again. But as far as that whole situation, I had a number of you guys in the comment section of that video doing detective work, and I love you guys for it. I love you guys so much for it, because as I said in that video, I had multiple conversations with YouTube staff and Google staff via instant message, via email, and they could not give me any information. They couldn't give me anything, and I'm like, y'all, this is my channel on the line. So I know that you can get me this information because I know a company of your size has this information in a database somewhere. So I know you can run some report because I've worked IT long enough. I've written the code for enough of these reports to know that these reports exist and you can pull this information, but they couldn't get me any information. And then my little Nancy Drews in the comment section had 5 minutes with my channel update video. They're like, hey, I went to this internet time machine website, whatever, where you just type in a link and it'll give you a screenshot of what, you know, that link was doing on a particular date. I'm like, why can everybody in my comment section find the information, but the actual company, YouTube and Google, cannot give me the slightest bit of information about these damn videos? So thanks to you guys, I was able to find out what video it was, and it turns out that the second copyright strike is for the exact same video as the first copyright strike that I received, which should not be allowed. So I've been in heated email conversations with multiple different staff members. I keep getting forwarded to this department, blah 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 blah, but basically asking, how can this be allowed? Because, like, I understand, you know, getting copyright strikes, but the breakdown of what basically happened is the same company submitted 2 different takedown requests from 2 different email addresses, but still underneath the same company. So they approved one, great, got the copyright strike, video got deleted, and then they did whatever auto process and then just automatically approved the other, even though the video's already been deleted. So then I ended up getting 2 copyright strikes for the one video from the same company, just using 2 separate email addresses, which I'm like, that should not be allowed. That sounds like blatant abuse of the system, and that should not be allowed. How is this allowed? And I keep getting the runaround, and oh, well, you know, here's the email addresses of the people, and you can email the copyright holders, this, that, and the other. I'm like, I don't have an issue emailing the copyright holders. My issue is the fact that I shouldn't have to, because this second strike should not exist. It should not exist in the first place. You guys shouldn't allow the same company to be able to submit multiple requests from different email addresses for the same content on the same video. That should not be allowed, because who knows how many other email addresses they may have submitted this from. So I could have like 15 copyright strikes waiting because they decided they wanted to submit a takedown request from 15 different email addresses. So that should not be allowed. That shouldn't be the case. So I'm still in conversations with the YouTube people as of right now. It still has not been resolved yet. I still have 2 copyright strikes, but at least through your guys' help, I've been able to get a lot of information and just have some very unpleasant conversations with YouTube people. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that's going. But yeah, what else did I have on my list of updates? I'm trying to make this really quick because I'm going out of town in like an hour and a half, and I would like to get at least 2 other like little mini reactions recorded before I have to pack up and go, but I don't know if I will. But I'm just trying to rush through this stuff because I got it going. But basically, hey, that's the next thing on my list. I'm going out of town. If you guys have kept up with the channel, recent update videos, or just me on social media, or just me in general, you know, I'm a performer and I have various gigs all over the place and whatnot. But I'm going on a tour of Schoolhouse Rock Live for the next month and a half. So the second half of the tour is pretty local to where I am, so I can drive to most of those and stay at home. But the first 2 weeks of the tour are all out of town gigs. So I'll be out of town for the next couple of weeks. There are a couple days, there's like 1 or 2 days within the next couple of weeks that I'll be in town. So like we'll come back to town for like a day or 2, then hit the road again, come back to town, hit the road again. But for the most part, I'm going to be out of town. So I don't know how much my video output is going to be over the next couple of weeks. I was hoping to have gotten more things like pre-recorded this week so that I could take them with me on the road and edit and upload and, just keep my production flow going. But it was just a busy work week between rehearsals and then just other jobs and life and whatnot, so I didn't get to pre-record anything. But yeah, so I'm going to take my laptop with me. I'm going to take my webcam with me and my microphone so that when I'm on the road, if I feel the need to record something, or if the urge strikes me, I have the option to. But usually when I'm out of town on these gigs, I like to try and just kind of enjoy my time out there. So I won't be doing like heavy recording sessions like I've done in the past. But yeah, so just giving you guys a heads up if my output seems a little bit slower than normal. That's what's going on. What else is on my list? Also, while I'm out of town, one plan that I do have, even if I'm not recording videos, I still have a list of things I want to work on for the channel. So I have a lot of statistics that I've been doing, or a lot of statistics and stuff that I've been filling out into my spreadsheets over the last week that I've been taking the break from recording ever since I recorded that last update video. And just compiling all this data so that I can write up the scripts for a couple of my top 10 video list videos that I've been talking about for God knows how many months at this point. So I've got like 3 or 4 of those spreadsheets already done. So while I'm out of town, probably in the hotel or whatever, I'll take some time, a couple days, and just write out those scripts so that when I do come back, I can just record those, get those things edited, and finally get those off of my plate. I also have some new merch ideas that, again, I've had sitting in a list for the longest time that I just haven't gotten around to. So I'm going to try and use some of that free time in the hotel to play around with some of those designs. I've also contracted out my sister because she's a fantastic artist, and just getting her input and some of her artistic talents to hopefully get some designs ready. Yeah, so I think those are most of my plans for while I'm out of town as far as stuff regarding the channel. Hi, future Topher here, who just remembered something conveniently after I hit stop on the last video. One other thing I plan to do for while I'm out of town on this tour is I plan to try and back up some of my larger reaction playlists that I have on this channel. Like I said in that initial video, at this point I have over 2,000 videos on my channel, so that's a lot of stuff to back up. So I'm not going to back up everything, that's a lot of videos to go through, but some of the more major reaction playlists, just on the off chance that the channel does get deleted, because like I have all of my series reactions backed up, and I've always backed those up since day one, but the music reactions I've just kind of, you know, uploaded and wiped from my PC. So I'll be slowly but surely, you know, downloading some of the bigger playlists I have. So my Kelly Clarkson reaction playlist, Morissette Amon, Regine Velasquez, Stray Kids, SB19, and a couple of, you know, other ones that have like, you know, 40, 50, 60 plus reactions in them, because I feel like that's a lot of stuff to lose. And if the channel does get deleted, even if I don't continue forward making this or making my next channel a reaction based channel, I'd still like to have those reactions just on hand for the people who enjoyed them and like to revisit them from time to time. So yeah, all right, back to the video. Also, if you've been keeping up with the channel, you might have noticed that Semantic and I have started a podcast. I think we've only got like 3 episodes out at this point, which is another reason I'm going to bring my microphone and my laptop on the off chance that while I'm out of town, Semantic does want to record podcasty things, that I'll have the ability to do that. But yeah, we've also created a separate YouTube channel to host video versions of the podcast. So all of our podcast episodes are available on all your normal sort of streaming stations, your Spotify or Apple Music or Apple, wherever podcasts are there, and like 15 other streaming sites that feature podcasts. But we're also going to have the video versions available on YouTube as well. So, and I think like just future collaborative stuff are probably going to be through that channel. So I believe it's called Topher and Semantic Headquarters. So the link will be down in the description. You can go ahead and follow us there for all of our, for kind of just like a one-stop shop for all of our shenanigans together. We've got I think like 4 or 5 playlists there featuring all of our different collaborative efforts, our reactions, our interviews, this, that, and the other, our podcast, obviously. And yeah, so go follow that for just all of our joint collaborative efforts. Or if you just want to listen to the podcast and you don't have access to any of those other streaming services, just hop on YouTube and give it a listen. I think right now we only have like 1 episode uploaded to YouTube. I think we have 2 episodes uploaded to the other platforms, and we already recorded our 3rd episode, so that'll get uploaded sometime soon. But yeah, go follow that. Things. What else is on my list? Man, this might be the fastest channel update video I've ever done in my life, because I'm almost done. As far as series on the channel go, since I ended up taking that like week and a half break off this past week and a half, following that last channel update video I did, it kind of just put me behind schedule on some of the things that I plan to get accomplished this month as far as getting through certain series. So my series list for the month of November is going to be pretty much the same series list I had for the month of October, because I didn't finish any of the series. So we're going to continue through Not Me and hopefully finish it, because cute story. We're going to continue through Word of Honor. I don't think we'll finish it because it's just a long series, but I enjoy every minute of it. I'll try and slip a Bangkok G story in there. We'll continue with Papa and Daddy 2. Continue with Love in the Air-ish. I've gotten lots of mixed things from different people in comment sections. Some people urging me to keep going, other people warning me that it only gets worse, and I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not rushing to get back into Love in the Air, but I will get back to it at some point. And then there's one secret series that I've been seeing, even before I've been seeing it floating around the Twitterverse. Like, I saw it on YouTube, like it popped up on my YouTube recommended stuff, and I added it to a playlist so I could react to a trailer, and I never got around to reacting to the trailer. But I've been seeing it floating around the the Twitterverse the last few weeks, I'm like, okay, this looks very, very enticing. So I'm probably going to slip that into, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just have to wait until I get around to watching it to find out what it is. And as far as our boy bands of the month, I'm just going to roll over the same two that we had this month, because again, for the same reasons like my series, I didn't really get the time that I wanted to dedicate to them, and then me taking that week and a half off just kind of put a delay in a lot of my plans. So we're going to continue looking at B2B and The Rose this coming month. What else? All right, so then the last thing I had on my list is something that you guys voted in on a poll on my community tab a couple months back when I was reacting to Semantic Error. After I finished reacting to Semantic Error, I asked you guys, would you guys be interested in me reacting to the anime version, or the the webcomic version? Would you guys be interested in me reacting / reading the actual source material, blah blah blah, or something else? And the majority of you guys actually voted that you would like to just hear me read the source material. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at some point in the next month, I'm going to dive into that. I don't really know what the structure is going to be for that kind of video. I haven't really planned out how I want to do that. If I'm just going to, all right, chapter 1, or whatever. I don't know how the source material is broken down. But yeah, those videos will start in the next month or so. So it'll be not really an audio book, because I'll still, like, I'm not going to be reading it like an audiobook where it's like, okay, it's going to be perfect and this, that, the other, and finished and all that. Because I'm just going to read it, and if something catches my attention, I'm going to stop, I'm going to talk about it, or if I'm going to clutch my I'll still, it'd be like reacting to the series. It's just I'm reading it instead of watching it. Yeah, I think that's everything that's on my list. Yeah, this is like the fastest channel update video I've ever done in my life. Well, no, I've seen my channel update, but in recent years, because y'all know I can talk so much, but I'm rushing. Oh God, I've got like an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking so I can hopefully record. I'd like to record 4 things, but I don't think that's going to happen. So at least 2 quick little reactions. So I have some other things to take on the road with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, not reaction, this channel update video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah! Bye.